Hello there, this is Darth Ravage07 back again for part 3 of 7. This time on the turntable we have both sets of Drillhorn, the HasLab and the Iron Factory. And I love this guy of the drill tanks in the HasLab, or the tanks, because he's just really cool. Everything was done with a little bit more thought there. And then this guy right here is absolutely outstanding. The only thing he doesn't have is like the rolling wheels like this guy does there. And so there's that on the bottom. He rolls like a champ, and I just don't want to scrape the paint, so I won't be doing too much of that. And then whenever you do have the Chessmaster applied, this doesn't touch over here, but this does most certainly like have a clearance issue, as you can see there. So I will not be that, and no wheels, I won't be rolling them around. Great for a display piece. This is not how we're going to have them and stuff. We're actually going to have them up into the robot mode here in just a moment. Very nice paint work on both, especially for a Hasbro product, and they could have used a few more detail pops, but outside of what we got here, it's good, and form and function and parts formery. So let's get this guys over into robot mode next. And here is Drillhorn in both the HasLab and the Iron Factory robot modes. And this guy has got the G1 chunk going on. This has got the articulation and all the crazy goodness that comes with it. I'll take a quick spin around the block and see how big he is, and then how the kibble stacks up on the back and whatnot. He's big, and I just love this guy right here. And I actually do like this guy a lot more. The more I handle him, the more I do like him and stuff. You can hear the snipe off in the background down the hill. I believe it's a guinea, like, or a peacock kind of looking thing, but I call it snipe like from up. But anyway, this guy can look up, and so can he, and they just totally rock. Then you got those chess masters that pop off into their hand. All important, adequate, cover fire with the chess master's target master mode, and it looks really freaking cool. Even in the small size, the big size has a couple of missiles adorned there. Looks really freaking excellent. Let me see. Yep, there we go. And tempoed Decepticon symbol, and it's not Toy Hacks, but like Show Z Store, TF Safari, they sent those little white background ones, and they do a mighty fine job of representing. So they look really awesome. And let's not forget the all-important minion mode. At the end of the day, I think these both look really good on the turntable with their minions, and they really do pop. This one appears to be like a lighter blue. That's definitely a deeper, darker blue. And I don't think there was any toy versions before this, so there's more animation accurate, and I guess a toy accurate, if you will. But yeah, let's get these guys over to their leg modes, take a closer look, and I'll just take you a second right here. Got here, when we get these guys over in the leg mode, this is guys all inclusive. This is parts formery, like I was saying. You have nowhere to store this until you get it into the final big combination on the back, and I'll go into that when we get there. How it looks there, you can store the Chessmaster there, and we're going to get this guy together here. Give me just a moment as we get this configured here. And as it goes, you got those environmental things. My wife decided to start mowing as I was doing this. You got to take this little peg of this guy right here, and these have to be totally lined up, because you do got this little bit that has to go in between right here, and if this is out of alignment, it will not work at all. And so then we're going to get these guys on here, hopefully, and we're going to do the top part first, if it'll let me. And I may end up having to do this off camera. Let me just go ahead and do this off camera, guys. So in my experience, I mean, you can get this part done up here first. You're a little bit ahead of the game. They got it to sink in down there, and you got tank treads everywhere, but that's really cool detail. You got that much of a ankle pivot there. That's really awesome, nice and tight. Don't know how to do a time of play. You do got that cool automorph feature again. If you can get this up off the thing, it will do its thing there. There it goes. The automorph is really cool. Can't wait to see it in combined form as we get ever so closer to getting Liokaiser together and stuff. Let's get these guys into some final thoughts. Not necessarily final thoughts, but this is us going into the last bit there. So here's that once again. This is the HasLab and how it just slides in, clicks into place, bam. Then you got this guy right here. This is the thigh right here for Liokaiser. Connects to the Jaguar bone right there. And, you know, this whole leg is as much as the lower leg. This is the knee here. So, I mean, that's so wild how that works out. This looks a little empty, but we can fill it in with the little quick snap. Love that about the HasLab, because on the legs you can fill in kill bison and Drillhorn's, you know, cavity there. On the inside, this guy has nowhere to go until you get into that final backpack kind of mode or whatever, and then you can pop all of the little guys onto the back of that thing. It's like a winged kind of awesome bladed wings. It's so cool looking, very dragon-esque, but he's no dragon. But yeah, really awesome. This is part 3 of the 7, and we will continue on with Jaguar, like I said, next. Stay tuned. Thanks again for staying with me this long. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below, and let's get Jaguar onto the turntable next. Thanks again. Stay safe out there. Stay tuned until all are one all.